Hello everybody and welcome to 97% Fire, the home of home recording, where we pride ourselves on giving the absolute best cutting edge advice on home acoustics, and that is a fact. So for today's project, we're going to build a diffuser, and that will help complement the absorption and reflection and different types of materials we have for the studio. That's kind of fun. As part of that, I'm also going to try and make it part of the new logo. Why not? And also it's going to be a cool lighting feature because we have installed the sun permanently, but it's a bit heavy on the old eyes after about 10 minutes. Now, the inspiration for this diffuser came from wedding anniversaries and a chopping board. Let me explain. So in English-speaking countries, usually when you get married, you have wedding anniversaries. So after the first year, you have a paper anniversary. After the 5th year, it's wood. 13 years, asbestos. I don't know them all. But for my wife, for our 5th anniversary, I made her this to the kitchen. So that there is the chopping board that I made my wife for our 5-year anniversary because she loves baking. And it says 5 years down, forever to go, because it's our 5th year anniversary. And also that is represented by the waveform. Now there's a really cool and dead easy way of doing that, which I shall show you right now to the studio. Can we do it in real time? Well, we can. So what you need to do is open up a audio editor of your choice, get a level on a microphone, and then simply record 5 years down, forever to go. And that will give you your waveform. And then Shift Control 4, you can do a screenshot of said waveform. There we go. And then you simply print that off. Control P. Boom. And then you can then apply that to anything you like as a template, or you could do your kids' names for the door, or you could say the home of home recording and make a logo out of it. All right, now let's transfer that into something cool. So you join me here again in the 97% Fire auxiliary workshop, where we have got lots of scraps of wood, including these pieces of wood, which used to be the frame of a bed and are curved. And I've also dismantled a couple of pallets and arts and crafts. I've managed to make, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, a shape that looks a bit like a waveform. Now, this is really handy from an acoustic point of view. So what my plan is to use these curved pieces of wood, here, as you can see, mount the waveform. That is actually a word. Put down in the comments if you think you know what word I said to create that waveform. Obviously, a terrible attempt to try and get more people to comment so I can actually get some proper viewing figures and subscribers, so I'm just not a lunatic standing in a garage talking to himself. And then we shall nail it to the wall and see what it looks like. So the plan is, we are going to try and use, oh there Rusty, gravy, some nails Now go inside. Where put it? Right. So, air powered staple gun. Nails. Nails need to be thick enough to go into the wood, but not so thick they come out the other side. Top tip. Pop a little bit of oil in your air compressing gun, and that should help lubricate it, especially if you've not used it in years and it's rusty. Mind your ears for the air compressor. So, starting about there and working backwards. And a bit of glue. And now so here's the finished piece. Just need the glue to set and then we can attach it to the wall. Okay, so here I am installing the LED strip lights. I start by attaching the control box, letting the small black square lean over the top so the remote control will work, and then I attach the transformer. This is one that can be wired into the mains as opposed to the one I've got already, which you have to plug in. Once I've got the cables all neat and tidy, I then insert loads and loads of screws all the way around the perimeter of the sound wave. I leave these about 25 mils out of the wood, and that allows the LED strips to be connected to it. Now, LED strips work really well in bending in this plane, but if you try and bend them in the other direction, you have to cut them and start soldering, and it's all a bit of a faff. So a quick check to see if I've actually measured correctly and bought enough LED cable, and then we'll do a quick test to see if it works. Boom. Okay, time for the big reveal. We've just put it on the wall temporary to see if it'll work. And if it'll work, I need just to tidy up the wiring and then level it out slightly. But the advantage of this one is I've been able to wire it into the light. So, in theory, boom. Disco, baby. There we go. Remote control. Wired into the mains. And then this one should wobbly cam match that one there, which I will also wire into the mains. How that worked out. how to do it. Cool. So a new logo and a diffuser and a light to play drums with all at the same time. A bit of fun. You can make it a lot neater by not using pallet wood. You could use some nice planed timber, but that'll do for now.